No one gets put on a pedestal.
They taught me a lot of life skills that I use even to this day.
Hi, and thank you for tuning in with us for another episode of Youth News with Talkback for Teens. I'm your host, Olivia Harrison.
And I'm your co-host, Tymoni Correa-Buntley.
And I'm the other co-host, Bernard Rodgers.
Today we have 3 exciting stories for you about a variety of topics. So to start off, Tymoni is going to tell us about another stand your ground case that happened in Florida recently.
So last week, Jordan Davis, who was 18 years old at the time, he was in a car with his friends in Jacksonville, Florida, playing music in a parking lot when another man pulled up alongside. The two got into an altercation over the volume of the music, and it resulted in the 45-year-old man, Michael Dunn, shooting Jordan Davis, actually the day before his birthday. And he actually is getting away with it because of the Stand Your Ground law, which was also the law that affected the Trayvon Martin case.
Yeah, this story is one that is, as you said, has been highlighted in the Trayvon Martin case as well. And I've been following this particular story on HLN, and there's been a lot of debate over reforming this law and changing it because it's a law, as I was telling you before, I could literally look at you, and if you feel threatened, that will give you the legal right to do whatever you need to do, whether that's shooting me, stabbing me, or whatever, and you can call it you standing your ground.
Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting that with both of these cases, they've both happened to black males, and maybe those are the only ones being highlighted, or maybe it really is a trend that these are the types of people that people feel most threatened by. But also in the story, it said that the boy was playing loud music, and the other man referred to it as like thug music, and he felt threatened by that. So I think a lot of other things kind of play into why the person is feeling so threatened, and maybe it would be a good thing to kind of address that, like, why are you feeling threatened because he's a teenage boy playing loud rap music, or maybe to look at the reason why the person's feeling the way they do.
Yeah, and like the Trayvon Martin story, this case had a lot of different events within the one situation where either party could have just walked away or left, and no confrontation had to take place. But because those steps weren't taken, this is the result in both cases, a life lost.
The Trayvon Martin case, it sparked a lot of backlash on Twitter, where there were a lot of hashtags being brought up like no justice, no peace. And this case, it actually brought up a new hashtag, which was dangerous black kids. So a lot of black Twitter, as Huffington Post called it, they were posting photos of their children, 2 and 3-year-olds, and saying, okay, if this is the law that there is going to be enforced, then who's to say that these kids will not be next if someone feels threatened by a 3-year-old? So it really it's just a really big impact on the world.
This young man was in the car with 3 other of his friends. They have to have a mistrial for Jordan Davis himself, but he has been reprimanded for the 3 other lives for possibly trying to, I think they call it attempted murder on the other 3 lives. So he will be facing up to 60 years.
I think it'd be interesting to get his perspective because, from here we're only reading like the events taking place, and you never know really, like he hasn't put out a statement or said, well, I felt threatened because of this reason or that reason. So maybe if he could kind of explain himself and say, I did this because, it might give us more of a case to look at, and not being so one-sided and automatically think, oh, he just shot him because of this and that.
Right. On a lighter note, it's that time again, Rochesterian kids. The Summer of Opportunity program is here and is back, looking for students to sign up to get summer jobs. The Summer of Opportunity program is an employment and training program for youth ages 14 to 20 and who are still in high school. The program is designed to provide training and employment opportunities to youth while making a direct connection to success in school. This is a program that both I and Tymoni have been a part of. So Tymoni, just tell me a little bit about what your experience was like in this program.
Well, I did the Summer of Opportunity program every year since I turned 14. And basically you go through 2 interviewing processes. So you basically go to the Blue Cross Arena, and they have up different stations with different individuals from the community, and they interview you. And you basically just let them know about yourself, and you tell them what types of things you're interested in, and they set you up with a program My first time I did it, I was set up with, I think it's called Rochester's Children's Zone. So we went out and we did photography and asset mapping for the city of Rochester, because at the time they were trying to create a Google sort of website for Rochester. Unfortunately, that didn't really work out, but it was a really good time. I got a lot of skills from photography, and it does help out for now. And then the other few years that I did it, I got placed at Unity Hospital.
All right, yeah, and same with me. My experience with the program has been great. They taught me a lot of life skills that I use even to this day. If you would like to learn more about this program, you can visit thecityofrochester.gov/Summer of Opportunity. The deadline for the online application is February 24th through March 21st, so make sure you guys get online and you fill out those applications.
Sounds awesome. Well, I have one more story for you guys today, and it's posing a question. Does physical fitness have any impact on how you do in the classroom? Well, at Kansas, in the elementary and middle school, they did a study, and they found a link between physical fitness and students' performance on math and reading exams. They followed 13,000 students 2 years ago, and it was a part of Healthy Schools Fund project, and it was funded by Kansas Health Foundation. And the results found that students who met one fitness goal or one fitness standard scored 51% above the proficiency standards for math, for their math tests, and they scored 42% above the proficiency standards for their reading tests. And then for students who met all 5 fitness goals, they scored 74% above the standards for reading, and they also scored 70% above the standards for mathematics. So I was wondering, do you guys think, or our audience out there, do you think that, being physically fit or doing something active, something physical, can improve your studying, can improve your grades and your concentration in the classroom? What do you guys think?
I definitely think it does, because while I'm in college right now, it's definitely hard to find time to be able to go to the gym. But over intersession, I was exercising like at least 4 times a week, and I felt so much happier. My mood was better. Like I felt, I don't know, just like it made you feel really happy, like you had the world in your hands. Like,
yeah, it definitely does. Exercising, like sometimes, like you might not be doing much, but it makes you feel like, dang, look at me, I'm working it out over here.
It's almost like the first day after you exercise, you're like, oh my God, I look like I lost so much weight already.
Who knows if you really did, but you feel like it.
But yeah, it's definitely great. Like she said, sometimes being in college, it can be hard to find those times to go and work out. Yeah. But when you get that extra hour or you get that free hour and you go into a gym and you work out, you feel a lot better afterward. Your mind feels freer. You're not thinking about everything that you have to do, and you just feel, like you said, good about yourself because you feel physically fit. Yeah. So.
And it's not even always going to the gym. Like you can do extracurricular activities, whether you're in high school or middle school. They have games like basketball, soccer, volleyball, a variety of activities. And even if you're not into team sports or that kind of thing, you can always just, go out running with your friends or, play club basketball or Zumba. I love Zumba. So much fun. Try that at home. Well, yeah, so what do you guys think? Tell us. Let us know if you're on a sports team. Do you feel like, being active, being fit is helping you with your grades, or we're just interested to know.
All right. Thank you, guys. This is Talk Back for Teens.
Thanks again. And don't forget, if you want to, contribute to our conversation, please visit us at talkback4teens, the number 4.com, or visit us on Facebook. And we're also on Twitter at TalkBack4Teens as well. This has been Youth News. Once again, I'm Olivia Harrison.
I'm Tymoni Correa-Buntley.
And I'm Bernard Rodgers.
And we hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
I was like,
Turn up.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Let's do it again.
Inside the fire and burning, a man-made matchstick starts to cry. The feeling of getting older, realizing he doesn't want to die. We are the Watching the cars crash in the street. We are the highest buildings. We're fighting it hard. I'm in love with a science dog. You're spinning me out. I'm getting high on your science dog. You're spinning me out.
What did I say? What did I say?
That was fun.
It's okay. I think we're used to doing the other one first.
Yeah, I was like,
Turn up.
Inside the fire and burning. A man made of matchsticks mends his arm, trying to find a reason for why